I'm starting by saying, Call Hala Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. As all praise to the Most High God, in the name of the only begotten Son, for the word called Jesus Christ. It's your brother Gazam.
Followed by you, Bunya.
All praise to the Most High. And we just kind of give a quick history lesson on birth control and Margaret Sanger. You
Con,
like because a lot of our sisters we know in the world, and some like even some sisters in the truth, sad to say that they still feel like taking birth control is okay. And so I'm going to the history of like the whole point of birth control. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna start this off. I was gonna get this later on, but I'm gonna start this off with Book of First Samuel, because I'm gonna tell you like this, like matter, because like this is not even our culture or like our heritage to even to want to wait to have kids, or B, don't want to have kids at all. Like that's not the way we operated inside ancient times. It actually was a disgrace for you not to have kids.
con,
So screen. Well, this is the First Samuel chapter 1 and verse 2. And he had two wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peniah. And Peniah had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of his city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. And the two sons of Eli, uh, Hophni and Phinehas, the priests of the Lord, were there. And when the time was that Elkanah offered, he gave to Peninnah his wife and to all her sons and her daughter's portion. But Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah, but the Lord had shut up her womb. And her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. I'm gonna jump down. Now I'm gonna do verse 7. So like it, verse 7. and uh and as he did so year by year, and when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her, therefore she wept and did not eat. So you see, it's a sad thing for women not to be able to have kids. And that's how
con,
we looked at that in the ancient time. You even got in the book of Genesis chapter 24 or 25, one of those chapters where um Isaac wife Rebecca, she was struggling to have kids, and Isaac went and sought the Lord for his wife to have kids. So that's not even our original nature to want to wait to have kids, or to look down upon women for having kids, or want to focus on your career before you have kids. Like that's one thing that we took pride in inside ancient time. I'm finna get another precept. You got a precept up?
con. I'm trying to this goes into the point, right? Like why it's a blessing that our kids, right? This is Proverbs 13 and 22.
Okay, I'm
I'm gonna
finna
read it in the I'm gonna read it in the
say Proverbs chapter 13.
verse 22. I'm gonna read it in the GNT.
Constantly, hold on, let me get that out. 20. All right, you said 22.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 22. Good people will have wealth to leave to their grandchildren, but the wealth of sinners will go to the righteous. So that's just to go into the point where the brother Gazan was talking about how, like, in our culture it's a good thing to want to have kids, right? And leave an inheritance to your kids so that they can be prosperous, right? And the rest is self-explanatory. The wealth of sinners is gonna go to the righteous, man. So these wicked people that stacking up money, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, we'll walk the bam in the future. You just leaving your money behind for the righteous people, man.
Fact,
But
fact,
the
facts.
beginning of the verse is the point. Good people will have wealth to leave to their grandchildren, right? So that's one thing we we as Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, even though we have faith in the Most High, it's something to think about, man. Generational wealth for your kids, man.
Exactly, 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 exactly. And that's also a cut to brothers that feel like just because they in captivity, they don't have to grow. No, brother. Just because you're in captivity, like that don't mean you have to sit around and just mope around and don't try to do better for your family and for your kids, brother. Still get up and try to make some shape if you can. I know everybody's situation is different, but you should always be striving to be the best man you can be, spiritually, mentally, and also financially. You know, um,
Con,
another precept. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 16, inside the KJV. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see and ask for the old path, where's the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. See, that's our job. While we're here in Babylon, our goal is to seek out the old path, really to deep dive into the into our book, and really get that emotional connection and spiritual connection with our ancestors to really understand how they view things and also how they walk, because that's where we're going to find our rest at. We notice like everything that's propagated in America to us is is nothing but death culture, and we're gonna get that tonight through multiple sources on birth control and also the wicked pastors. You got you got a precept out, or I can or you
con.
good?
I got two more.
Come good, come.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, you know what I'm saying? Sirach, as we call it, 11 and 28. I'm reading the KJV.
11 and 28.
Mm-hmm.
Come, get there. Come, I'm there, King.
Get the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 28. Judge none blessed before his death, for a man shall be known in his children, right?
Come,
So how a man lived and his morals and what he stand on, you're gonna see it in his kids, right? So so how you raise your kids is a byproduct of you. You know what I'm
right.
saying? That goes into what the brother is saying. Like that's why it's a blessing to have kids, because we don't know what type of person you could have been. You could have been a wicked man or evil man.
Come. And to piggyback off your point, you may know the precept. It losing me right now, but if we come back to me, I'll put it later on. But that's why in the book of Sirach also it says blessed is the man that have kids because they carry his name on after he's dead. I want to say that's Sirach 3. I want to say that's Sirach 3, y'all. Let's see. Well, bless me, Lord. I don't know what it is that verse. Mm, maybe it's Sirach 30.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right, 30.
Con, you found it? Or you
Um,
already knew?
I would look at it right now.
What's the exact precept about, Sirach 30 and what? Sirach 30 and uh 6, you want to say?
Yeah,
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 6. It's talking about his kids. He left behind him an adventure against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends. So, once a man dead, he still have his kids, so they still live on, and they still pass on his legacy and his name. That's why sometimes, whenever you have a close friend die, he have a son, you even though you're older, that becomes like your best friend somewhere, and like you make sure he's straight because you know that's technically him. So you gotta make sure you look out for him while you're still here, just like he wants you to do for his kids. So that's one blessing for having kids as well. Yo, I know you said you had one more out, so you just bring it out. Is it inside right or is it in the
it's
regular
gonna
one?
be Proverbs.
Proverbs, kind of.
Proverbs. Let me get it real quick. Proverbs 20 and 7.
27.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 7. The just man walketh in his integrity. His children are blessed after him. So to go on in what you talking about, you know what I'm saying? When you stand on something, your kids are also gonna stand on something as well. You don't want to have lukewarm kids or wicked kids, because it talks about that in Sirach, man. It's
Huh?
no pride in unrighteous children, man.
Facts. It's better to have none. I think you're saying inside right.
Exactly. Yeah, it's better to have no kids than to have wicked kids. Simple and
Huh?
plain.
Facts. 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 I'm finna get into the jump. Okay. Um, okay, now let's get into our old girl Margaret Sagner, bro. We're gonna start out with some quotes of hers first. Um, the main points I wanted to touch on was quote one and the last one right down here. You know, but I'll get quote the first quote. We should hire 3 or 4 color ministers, preferably with a social service background and with engaging personalities. The most successful educational approach to the Negro is through a religious appeal. We don't want the
Mm.
word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. So the whole goal for Margaret Sanger creating birth control was to exterminate this so-called black race.
God.
And her main goal was to use our pastors to do so. And I'm gonna put up an article soon where it shows like they paid different evangelists and different black nurses to do that to our sisters.
I got a precept on that point, brother.
Come bring it out. Come
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9.
hold on one
I'm
second.
gonna read,
Let's see, Isaiah chapter 30 verse 9.
I'm gonna read down the verse. I'm gonna read down the verse
Verse 9. You cut out for a second.
Yeah, I keep cutting out, bro. The internet over here kind of bad.
No, you cut out. In the KJV or you want a different translation?
Now we can read it in the KJV.
Come
Go straight to the point. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9. This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. So that's going into what she's saying, man. The reason why the Most High is letting this happen to us is because, you know what I'm saying, we are rebellious and we do everything to go against her. Because the Most High ain't against you killing off your seed, man.
facts, facts,
He ain't against you killing off that kid. That kid ain't did nothing.
facts, facts, facts,
Which
facts.
say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy us deceits. And that's what she is doing. She's putting
Yep.
that bug in these weak pastors' ear because these pastors will sell out for that bread,
Mm-hmm.
and they know that they stand on a weak morale to preach under their people lives, man. The pastor ain't no better than the drug dealer on the street, man. Man. He
Facts.
just he just as bad he just as bad as the drug dealer, man. Right?
If not worse, because at least you know what you're getting with the so-called drug dealer. At least I know I'm gonna get some crack or some weed, you know,
Exactly.
or some
He,
meth. With a pastor, I really think he's trying to help me, you know. But the
exactly.
whole
He
time
getting you
he's
high.
saying me.
Exactly. He getting you high for false hopes, man. He preach you something that's not even in the Bible, man. He preach you that you could kill off your seed. And if we supposed to be the children of Israel, innumerable, why are you trying to stop that?
Exactly, exactly.
Our kids is a blessing, man. What David said in Psalms, man? He ain't never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his children begging for bread, brother.
Facts,
It's a blessing to
facts,
have kids, man.
facts. And like that's their main talking point, which I'm gonna get um later on. They campaign with Cardi B, because there's nothing new under the sun. They do the same thing, but they just respin it, or they just do it with like different people. You know, this time they're trying to use rappers and the so-called celebrities, but back then they was using civil rights leaders and also pastors and also educators, people that we trusted and people that
As a
we
matter
look
of
up.
fact, to prove that there's nothing new under the sun, Exodus 1. It'll show you.
Con,
Exodus
con,
1.
con. Exodus chapter 1. Good precept, Bob. Con. I'm gonna start at verse let me start at 7. I'll start at verse 7. Book of
Con.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. So cons like this time we was been fruitful and multiplying. Now verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. And that's basically what she's saying. Cause deep down inside they know we're more what they call it, we're more physically gifted than them, we're more intellectually gifted than them, whether they want to admit it or not. And they know we just got overall like we're naturally better and stronger people. And on top of that, it's easy for us to have kids than for them to have kids. So their whole goal out of fear is to guess what? Try to decrease us as much as they can until we go extinct. But literally, but like they don't know that Most High God, no matter what happens to Israel, He always preserve enough to keep our nation going. And
Con.
nothing you goddamn devils can do to get us off this earth. Cause this really is all earth, and y'all just taking up righteous space. But it's gonna come a day when y'all is gonna be exterminated. Thus said the Lord. You got something to add up? I can keep going.
I was say, Con, man, like that's essentially what's going on right now, man. Because there's nothing that they fear more than us.
Facts.
Us existing is a fear to them because you know what I'm saying. They know who we are. They know our power. We don't know who we are. They know
Con,
who we are.
con,
They tricked us and lied to us for so many years, right?
con. And that's the thing about it. Like, and that's why it's frustrating, but at the same time, we can't blame our people because this was for one prophesied for one, and for two, it was strategically done by them. That's why that verse in Deuteronomy 28 where it says they're gonna put a yoke of iron around your neck until you be destroyed. They put that yoke around our neck until they destroyed us mentally. Then that's when they took them off.
One of those crazy because that's what it said in the next verse. I'm gonna get in. I want to get in another translation, right? I want to get in the GNT, right?
Come.
That just so you know what I'm saying. It could be a little bit, so it could be a little bit more.
Yeah, easy to read for sure.
Con.
But you gonna get first 11, or you want to get verse 10 in the GNT?
I want to start at verse 9.
Come. The book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 9, inside the GNT. He said to his people, "These Israelites are so numerous and strong that they are a threat to us. In case of war, they might join our enemies in order to fight against us and might escape from the country. We must find some way to keep them from becoming even more numerous."
Mm.
Mm, that's crazy.
See, I say so. So see, even back then they was in that mind state. That stopped them from repopulating because we blessed like that, man. We blessed like
Facts,
that to be fruitful and multiply.
facts, facts.
They were so scared of us becoming more populous that they had to come up with schemes, devise ways to get in our head, like the brother goes on to devise ways, devise ways, and devise cunning devices to you know what I'm saying to make us weak in the mind, weak in the flesh, weak in the spirit, weak in morale, bro.
Gone, gone. That's their whole agenda. And it's kind of ironic how the so-called white man he studies a lot of Egypt history and their philosophies. So like that's no coincidence. He do some of the same stuff that they do.
And
You cut out though. You cut out for a second.
I'm back.
Come you back now, come.
I say, Karen. So to add on to add on what you're saying, that's what we want a revelation and call this place spiritually Egypt and Babylon.
Come.
They took on their ideologies and what was going on in them times, man. Enslavement, us at the bottom of the totem pole, man.
Yep.
All that,
Yeah. That's why I
like,
said
like
spiritually
I,
Sodom and Egypt.
exactly, spiritually
Literally.
Sodom and Egypt. Because
Literally.
we in hard bondage over here, man. Bondage of the mind, bondage of the body, man. And I wish I could find this book with this quote in it, but it literally said that one of the ways that they're gonna break up the black family is to put heavier workload on the men so he can't be at home all the time. You spend time
Uh,
with the woman.
I don't know that book, but I do know um it's a book I got upstairs. She's a she followed Islam. Shah, but her book, the title of the book is the guide to understanding the black man and the guide to understanding the black woman. I do advise every single or married brother or sister to get both of those books. Got great information in it. And she basically goes into how like they program the black woman to be rebellious to the black man, but also they put in different types of system as far as like Section 8 and all that to kind of push the black man out and to put the white man in, which is the government. And then they shows how they will lock the black man up or either make him have to work 2 or 3 jobs in order to provide for his kids. So he's not there. So guess who's raising the kids? The streets, the TV, and the woman. Salaki, I love my righteous women, but by y'all stuff, y'all don't have a good track record with raising men. It just is what it is. Y'all like some of y'all did the best y'all could. We appreciate y'all sisters for the men that left y'all stranded, but overall, y'all don't have a good track record with just raising men by yourself. But because it wasn't ordained for y'all to do it in the first place. But that's going to what your Yabani was saying. Like everything they do was is is thought out and also is systematically done so that we can get further and further and further from the truth, and we constantly get so disconnected from our source of power that gets what we just stay destroyed. You know.
And then so like you to add on one more thing to what you were saying, you know what I'm saying? Like about worldly women, they so worried about losing benefits and Section
Come.
8 to
Yeah.
that's the reason why they programmed it to be like that. Like
Yeah.
like I was watching BMF the other day, and the mom in the show is going to apply for benefits. And the first thing they asked is, was there a man in the house? She's like, yeah, but he can't work, and they still didn't get her the benefits.
That's
Because
fuck. Like
the dad messed his hand up and he couldn't work. But just the fact that it's a man in the house, they not trying to give you any government assistance because of that. That's crazy.
that's crazy. If he's not working, why does it matter? It's not no extra income. That's madness. Like that should be a red flag. That should be a red flag. Like why is it such a big problem for a black man to be with his fucking family? Why? We know why. We know why. Because where
Exactly.
there's no hedge of protection, the goods can be spoiled. Simple and plain.
Sorry.
And that's on a spiritual level and also a physical level. If you don't have a spiritual man in the household and you just got a wicked vessel there protecting everything, it's more likely to be overtaken by spiritual attacks. Also, if you don't have a man in the household and a physical intruder comes, they're more likely to flee if they see a man in the house, whether he got a gun or not, versus they just see a woman with a motherfucking little small ass butter knife that she got out the goddamn kitchen.
Exactly.
You know, they're not scared of that, and like Esau know that. Esau know that for a fact. Esau know that for a fact.
Facts. Like
Man,
it's like what we always say, bro. You're not finna outgun the white man, man. But you can't outthink him though. You can't out strategize him though.
facts.
Because we ain't never gonna be able to outgun him, man. We like years behind, man. We ain't
Yeah,
never gonna be able to outgun the white man.
yeah. And that's his gift anyway from the Lord. You know, that's his gift from the Lord anyway.
I don't say exactly. So he good in warfare and stuff like that, but he can never out righteous us, right?
Facts.
He can never be more righteous than we are, right? And like I was going into, he's so wicked that he pay money. Like he don't even care that we got guns. He know we got guns. He see us kill each other. He see us drake each other down in the street. Us bragging on the internet about how many hats we got how many hats we got and stuff like that. That's what he all about. He see it as a game. He let you get famous, rap for a little while, die, and collect life insurance policy on your ass. Cause he already know
You already know.
that you was a liability. You got the buzz, but you more so a liability. So he gonna sign you, give you all this money because he gonna recoup when you get killed. That
Facts.
that's that, that's why they sign so many street rappers now.
They eat twice off you because you only get a percentage of what you make already, and then when you die, he get another check off your black ass.
Yeah, that life.
Fucking madness. It's fucking madness. And the whole time you ain't no better than the motherfucking past because you promote killing. It's fucking madness, bro. That's why it's so important how people come back to this truth. That's what that priest I brought out earlier in Jeremiah chapter 6. Come back to the old path. Like that's where we're gonna find rest at. Like this place is not our rest, but at least you can find some sense of, of peace and ease of mind when you come back to these laws. Like every burden and every challenge that I have and every temptation that I face, I give it all to the Lord. If I can't solve it by myself in the moment and it's too much, you know what I say? Hey, whatever happens, Lord willing, it works out. But I'm giving it to you, Lord, and let it do what it do, and it always works out. You know, it just It's really just that simple, you know. But you got anything to add up?
Wow.
Come. I'm gonna go back to the I'm going to the article now. Um, this man, this is crazy. I'm gonna start it. It's like let it load up. I'm gonna start it. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. I'm just gonna pick and choose a couple. I'm gonna read the first point, and then I'm gonna jump down a little bit. Um, this is the Sanger and the Negro Project um for birth control or AKA race control. The Negro Project instigated in 1939 by Margaret Sanger, who was one of the first major undertaking of the new Birth Control Federation of America, the product of a merger between the American Birth Control League and Sanger's Birth Control Clinical Research Bureau, and one of the more controversial campaigns of the birth control movement, developed by white birth control reformers who consulted with African Americans for help in promoting the project only where after its inception, the Negro Project and associated campaign were nevertheless widely supported by such black leaders as Mary McLeod,
Mm-hmm.
W.B. Dubious, and Reverend Adam Clayton Powell Jr., influenced strongly by both the eugenics movement of the progressive welfare program of the New Deal era, the New Deal era. The Negro Project was from the start largely indifferent to the needs of the black community and constructed in terms and with perception that today smack of racism. So so like you go like she got these black evangelists and so-called leaders to kind of promote her movement and like to support her campaign. All in all, I don't know if they knew or not, but hey, I'm pretty sure they knew. I ain't know when where you don't know. Like okay, like if it's newspapers coming out about this stuff, bro, you gotta know.
Right.
Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. Um, I'm gonna jump down to verse right here to North Carolina. Let me see. What it say about the black nurse Lucky? This whole thing really good. Freak this
Mhm.
whole thing good. But I'm not gonna read the whole thing though. I promise. Um, let's do it. I'm starting North Carolina. Okay. Um, and I'm sorry. Okay, in 1939, Sanger teamed with Mary Woodward Reinhardt, secretary of the newly formed BCFA, to secure a large donor to fund an educational campaign to teach African American women in the South about contraception. So, like, even already that's a red flag. Like, why you don't go to the so-called white community
I
with
can
this man?
see.
Like,
I
why
can
you
see.
only come to our community with that? Sanger Reinhardt and Sanger's secretary, Florence Rose, drafted a report on birth control and the Negro, skillfully using language that appealed both to eugenics fearful of unchecked black fertility and progressive committed to shepherding African Americans into middle class culture. So they use to like basically they trying to spin a narrative like if you, the reason why y'all are below the middle class level is because y'all having all these kids sound like or no matter of fact it's trying to say like they were appealing to the middle class culture. The report stated that the Negroes present the great problem of the South as the group with the great economic, health, and social problems and outlined a practical birth control program geared toward a population characterized as legal illiterate, and that's crazy, and still breed carelessly. That's crazy and drastically. A line borrowed from a June 1932 birth control review article by W.E.B. Dubious. Armed with this paper, Reinhardt initiated contact between Sanger and Albert, who pledged 20,000 starting in 1939. So their problem was that they say the people that are illiterate are breeding carelessly and drastically. So basically, like, y'all niggas that's dumb and broke are the ones having all these kids and causing all these problems in America. So their solution to get rid of this is to create birth control, and all sisters still feel like that's an okay thing to take to this day. That's why I kind of agree with Kanye West when he said the most dangerous place for a black man to be in or a black baby to be in is in the womb.
Facts.
Like, it's no ifs ands or buts about it, which is sad because it's not even them. It's just been programmed in them to act this way. Shit, shit madness.
Crazy.
Um, However, once funding was secured, the project slipped from taking hands. She had proposed that the money go to train and up and doing modern ministers colored and up and doing modern colored medical man at a New York clinic, who would then tour as many southern cities and organizations and churches and medical societies as they can get before, and to preach and preach and preach. She believed that after a year of such educational agitation, the federation could support a practical campaign for supplying mothers with contraceptives. Before going into the establishing clinic, Sanger thought it critical to gain the support and involvement of the African American community, not just its leaders, and establish a foundation of trust. That shit wicked. That shit. I gotta get this precept. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 30 or 23. This shit fucking wicked as fuck. Book of Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Destruction, death, and pain is coming to y'all wicked ass pastors, bro. Thus saith the
Come.
Lord. Like, I don't care. It ain't no amount of money you can give me to sell out my people. Ain't no amount of money you can give me. Ain't none. Like, 'cause it's bigger than us, you know. Like this shit is like it's affect generation after generation after generation. That $20,000, like whatever they gave you, brother, it wasn't worth it. How many babies you done killed? How many, like, bruh, that money probably was gone within a year. But the effect that y'all had on our community has lasted for decades.
Exactly.
Damn near a fucking century, for real. It's finna be a century within what, 10, what, and what, within 20 years?
Come. 20 years. Imagine just coming on the heels of the civil rights movement, and that goes into the conversation we was having the other day about how like they love trying to hijack black negro centric movement, black centric movements, and try and tie it on to something else like the so-called Black Lives Matter movement of today. If you go on the show and talk about how black people be doing, how black people get dead wrong, they gonna automatically slide in the train. Oh, what you talking about?
Yep. And you cut out Salaki. Cut out.
And it's like they always try and slide other movements on the our movements, and it's like that ain't got nothing to do with what we got going on. Like,
Oh, at all. And
you
it
know,
be
like it don't make sense.
and then like a lot of times it be a false comparison. Well, a false
Equivalency.
like, brother, like, you can't compare nigga that scraped this knee to a motherfucker that just got shot and his motherfucking spine he paralyzed. Bro, you can't compare those two. It's not the same trauma. Yeah, both of them may hurt, but it's whole different level of pain.
Exactly.
Whole different level of pain. And that's what like do like that's basic
It's
glass
great. I,
gaslighting.
I would say this is a great comparison to add on to that. It's like it's like when we talk about the oppression of our people, and somebody come up to us and talk about, oh well, the Irish were slaves.
Like
Ours were indentured servants. It's a difference between being a slave
big
and being an indentured servant. They actually got to go free. We didn't. We had to go free.
kind you cut out. But yeah, like you said, we was the indentured servants. No, it's like they was indentured servants. We was truly slaves.
Yeah,
Kind you could
chattel
yeah,
slavery. They call
kind
it chattel slavery.
fact like I doubt very seriously like y'all got y'all ass whipped, hanged, and then burnt to death. I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Show me a picture. Shit.
I love to see it.
Yeah, what we talking about? I hate that shit. That shit make me want to spaz out of camp. I ain't gonna cap, boy. I'm getting these last two articles. I'm probably these last two paragraphs, and I'm gonna jump. Get a couple more precepts. Uh, Sanger reiterated the need of black ministers to the head of the project in a letter to Clarence Gamble in 1939, arguing that we do not want word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. So you telling me these Negro pals did not get hold to this information? You telling me? You telling me? Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here, bro! Like ain't no fucking way. Jumping down. This point I want to get earlier. Alaska's money was used to set up demonstration project between 1940 and 1942 in several rural South Carolina counties under Siebel direction and in urban Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to this point. In South Carolina, the BCFA had two African American nurses to make house calls and meet with women in groups at schools and community centers to encourage them to visit a clinic, but contraceptives were dispensed by white doctors only. How wicked is that? How wicked is that? Like, come on, bro. Come on, like, bro. How wicked is that?
So you trying to finesse? You trying to you set up niggas to come in the community and finesse them to go to the white man to tell them not to have. That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work. That's why I say, bro. Let me get that precept, man. I gotta get it. Salaki, I go. You could have Salaki.
Con.
Let me show my screen. Like, bro,
Man,
like,
like going to what you said, ain't nothing new under the sun, man. They use people like us to try and convince to us that what they doing is cool and what they doing is right. Because it make us look bad and be like, man, you gonna stand with somebody who look like you? You ain't gonna stand nobody who look like you, man. That's like the same thing they was doing in the Maccabees. The niggas who was keeping the law, yo, let's go do this. Let's go make covenants with these people. These people is cool. We don't need to be doing this no more.
I definitely get that account with Eleazar. But let me get this
Con,
precept real quick. Like, look at Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err. They that are led of them are destroyed. Man, that's simple and plain. Man. That's simple and plain, bro. Like, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on. It be our own leaders, bro. Like, and that's why, and that's why black people, like, it's hard for black people to trust other black folks because you got sellout niggas like this. That's why it's so hard for us to get anywhere nowadays. Like, you have a brother trying to sincerely teach you the truth, and you can't believe him because he look like you. But then you low key can't believe the white man either. So my people are just out here lost, bro. They just lost.
exactly.
They just lost, bro, and just destroyed, bro. Just fucking destroyed. Like you have no integrity no more.
Cause that's what's being promoted, bro. Like it's saying Sirach. Let me see. Let me get that. Sirach 10 and 1. Because Sirach tell you, man, as the leader of the people, as the leader, so shall the people be, man. And you know what I'm
Uh,
saying? We got corrupt white people in these places with no morality. So what you think the people gonna be like, man?
facts, facts,
No morals. The
facts.
wicked, the wicked is in rule, man.
Wow, you cut out. You cut out Salaki. Cut out Salaki. That's Satan for sure. It's like we the
Fine.
point come out. You bring it back out because he ain't stopping none. For
I
sure.
was say, yeah, I was gonna say when you read Sirach 10:1, right? Let me get it real quick, man.
Come
Let me get my sword real quick, man.
on. I'm
Get
gonna,
this real quick.
all right. I'm finishing my screen. I'm gonna share a different tab. Hold on, I'm just share a different tab. Freak. Grab my charger real quick too. There we go. There we
All right. I'm gonna read down to verse 2, right? All right, verse 1. A wise king will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. So when you righteous and in order, your people are gonna be in order. Your government is gonna be in order. Everybody who you set up in power is gonna be in order, right? Verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. In what manner of man the ruler of the people should if you set up a wicked ruler, the people are gonna be wicked. The people are gonna follow after wickedness because because people need somebody to follow. They're gonna follow behind wickedness if you set up a wicked man. If that man is put on a pedestal, that's how you know we in the last days. Because wickedness is set on high. And righteousness is said as the wrong thing to do. They think you're wrong when you sit up here and have morals and don't do what other people do. They think it's wrong that you ain't out here trying to make fool of your women, trying to make a fool out of your woman, make a fool out of your people, and down talk your people.
go. Yeah, I think that shit lame now. I think that shit lame. No, what y'all do is lame.
That's crazy. That's whack.
That's whack, bro. That's whack, bro. Like, lucky. I grabbed my charger real quick. Like, oh, it's lucky.
You good? And it goes into what the brother Gazan was saying, man. If the white man got the government,
You could have.
the white man got the government, he got the whole state, right? The white man got the government order. He gonna pass it down to the pastor because the pastor got the ear of the people. So if the pastor preaching his wickedness, the people gonna do exactly what he say because they don't want to be in contempt of what the pastor say. They're gonna feel morally obliged to do what he say.
Yeah, but they were like, I'm going against God.
Exactly. God set this man up, and he all he did is went to school and got a degree for this junk.
That shit
He,
wicked. And then,
he, he, he didn't do number sit here and watch the and listen and look at the debates from the church fathers.
yeah, he got no Bible sophistication at all. At all. You can't even, man, we probably can't even tell you what sin is. Like, that'd be the sad part. But they ain't gonna tell you having sex before marriage is a sin, and it's why if you do not have children out of wedlock. So just abort it. Like that's righteous. But that's off, bro. That's off. That's off. That's off. I'm gonna get it. You got your precept up. To like it. I don't want to cut you off.
I was gonna say, man, that's gonna say. I was gonna say it could. I was gonna say that's gonna segue to a whole nother topic because, man,
To like.
you cannot show me the niggas getting on one knee giving that ring.
Thanks. Thanks.
I'm gonna see it.
Oh, God. But yeah, come. But like I'm finna show y'all like an account of y'all mighty elders of ancient time. Like this is how we felt about the laws of God and also being stand up men. That's what I say. See, got the old past like all this little boy games that like y'all be playing, bro. Y'all gotta cut that out. All this selling out all people for money, like just being just evil men and evil women. You gotta cut it out because like that's not how we operated in other times past. That's why the Most High said His name is blasphemy among the Gentiles because Israel y'all just being wicked. Let me get this the book of Second Maccabee chapter 6 verse 18. There was an elderly and a highly respected teacher of the law by the name of Eleazar, whose mouth was being forced open to make him eat pork, but he preferred an honorable death rather than a life of disgrace. So he spit out the meat and went willingly to the place of torture. showing how people should have courage to refuse unclean food, even if it costs them their life. That's how much integrity you gotta have. Like I'm gonna keep going. Like how cold this is. Like I get it. It's talking about pork, but even on a broader scale, as far as the birth control thing, the morals still apply. Verse 21. Those in charge of the sacrifice had been friends of Eleazar for a long time, and because of this friendship, they told him privately to bring meat that was lawful for him to eat. He need only to pretend to eat the pork, they said, and this way he would not be put to death. So he could
Yeah,
have been like, well, I'm not sinning, technically I'm not going off, but I am misleading the sheep, misleading people that
you
look
know it's
up.
crazy, bro. I'm gonna say, bro, that's the man, bro. I don't see how people could read this and not know that this is not our book. That's something that your people would tell you to do today. They'd be like, make it look like you doing it,
Fact, fact,
make it.
facts. Just to please their oppressor, because they so damn weak and scary. How many times, brother, we asked a brother on the mic, who put you in slavery? So who your enemy? Am I on camera? Fuck if you on camera or not. Say it. It ain't no secret. But come on now, we know who did it. It ain't no secret. But people just so damn weak and scary, bro. I hate that weak ass shit. It's like it, man. I gotta stop cussing. But boy, that one thing to get up.
It make you mad, man. It make you mad because they'll fake kick it with you, but real kick it with the white man. When it's supposed to be actually the opposite, man. The scripture
Other
said,
way around.
agree with your adversary quickly. You know what I'm
Like, it
saying, man?
hurt my
Fake
feelings, but
it
it just
with
hurt
the
his
white
feelings.
man, but I ain't been fake it with my people, man. That's crazy as hell.
Mm, at all. Keep it 100 with you. Like, bruh. Come on, let's see what he did though. But Eliezer made a decision worthy of his gray hair and an advanced age. All his life he had lived in perfect obedience to God's holy laws. So he replied, "Kill me here and now." Let them know, kill me here and now. That's how y'all gotta stand on business. Stand on business for your people. Stand on business for your people. Simple plain. I ain't gonna care. That's bold through the spirit. I ain't gonna care. That's bold. I ain't gonna care. I can just imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Coming you back to, hey brother, hey look, all I want you to do is go out here and tell these nigga women to abort their kids. You know they got no money.
Kill me,
Your
kill me.
tax tax dollars paying for it. I know you. I know you got a house and I know you got a house and a wife and kids at home, but they ain't gotta know.
Kill
Once
me,
some of
man.
them want
Kill
preach
me.
this doctrine. If not, I gotta take your fund away. Well, take my fund away, take my church away. I teach on the street. Simple and plain. I teach on the street like Christ did. And we'll bust up in every different
Kill
synagogue
me.
around town. Simple and plain. That's how you gotta stand up for your people, bro.
I say, kill me, man. Kill me.
Facts. Facts.
I ain't.
Facts, bro. Facts. Wow, you cut out. You cut out. You better run that back for sure. Come. You back now. Come.
I say,
Yeah,
yeah.
like that's why you gotta see out the old past, bro. That's why you gotta see out the old past. Now people like we gotta wake up. I love my women. I get it. Before I knew better, I'm not gonna say I ain't never bought a plant before. I'd be lying. But when you know better, you do better. So I'm
Exactly.
telling y'all to do better because
In the past, I could say in the past, we all done did things where, but you know what I'm saying, man. That why Christ was telling Nicodemus. On the lighter note, that why Christ was telling Nicodemus he had to be a new creature. Because when you come and you turn away from that old path, you are a new man.
come,
You are a new creature. And you have in Hamashiach Yahushua. That's what he means to be born again. You have to, when you literally come into the truth, your slate has been wiped clean. You a new person.
come,
You a
come.
new person. You learning. You in that learning process. It's the same way it, I'm trying to find the greatest game. It the same way as like when you beat the game and then you replay the game.
Yeah, yeah. Your lives start over. So I get it for sure, for sure, for sure. And then I'm here. I'm saying you playing the game or getting ready to play the game. I'm here to give you some advice so you can have an easier journey through the game. Like, don't make the
Exactly.
same mistakes I did. Cause like finding this
Exactly.
stuff out, bro, and like literally like looking at all women, like man, for them get the video of Cardi B. Cause like that whole thing with Kamala Harris and Trump, like it was just so sickening to hear my women like really be on that type of time about their kids. Like really saying like they 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 dead mad because someone said they so called say they can abort their babies. And then you in return say you're not gonna deal with black men at all because of that. Cause y'all feel like we the reason why Trump in office, not even knowing that we have no control over who's president. Just throw that out there. That shit was already decided before he even said his man, before he even really ran for president. Let's just throw that out there. But yeah, that's how that was coming. How that was coming. That's how. But let's get my point. Like there's nothing new under the sun. I'm gonna, um, damn, that shit 11 minutes long. I'm gonna skip through for sure some of that. Hold on.
I'd appreciate too.
I'm gonna get 2 minute one for sure.
Come.
So,
Meat based.
all right, let me set my screen there, though. But yeah, man, there ain't nothing under the sun. The same thing Margaret did, the same thing Kamala Harris tried to do. Literally the exact same thing. How's that volume, King? Is it good?
Come, it's good. It's good.
Come. Shit.
Hold on. How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing tonight? Are we ready to make history? Are we ready to make history? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next 8 years? Because we're going to make sure we have Kamala Harris in office for 8 years. Thank you.
Y'all see she wasn't doing too much, so they gave her a script.
Yeah.
Y'all peep that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, big woman, you're doing too much. Let me give you a script now, cause like you're doing too much. We didn't call we didn't call you out to do all that. We call you to tell them to kill black babies. That's it. Get back on topic. Thank you.
All right. Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now. Now, I took my time writing this speech, so I'm gonna make sure I deliver it right. Because I got something I've been wanting to say for a long time. I've been saying it on Twitter, on my Instagram, and I'm ready to tell it to you now. Y'all ready to listen? All right, now. All right. Just like Kamala Harris, I too have been the underdog. I've been underestimated. My success belittled and discredited. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still people question us how we got to the top.
Man, I ain't the one I'm looking for, bro. Whatever, man. Let me alone for sure. Hold on, I tip around for sure. That definitely, but yeah, she definitely. You can tell she been.
Simeon, bro.
And I believe her when she said she will provide a tax cut to 100 million middle class Americans. That's a lot of Americans. And that includes,
Right here. Here you go.
he said he's gonna protect women whether they like it or not. I'm repeating it. Donnie Dunk, please. Protection for women, especially if we're talking about maternal and mental health care, is in telling them what to do with their bodies. It's supporting them and giving them the care they need for what they choose to do with their bodies. I don't play that. People like Donald Trump don't believe women deserve rights. And when those rights are taken away, they are nowhere to be found. When a mother's going through postpartum, he's not there to hold her hand. When a child is in foster care or in a shelter because their mother is not mentally stable or financially stable to take care of them, they're not there. The people outside planet, they're not.
Bro, be for real. Be for real. Like, be for real.
Hey, that goes on what you said, man. When there's no hedge, man. That's why I blame both men and women.
Bro, she sound like a. I ain't gonna cap, brother. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit, that get, bro. Okay. So that's all you got. Kamala was desperate. Looking back on that, she was desperate. Kamala for sure was
She was
desperate.
desperate. Yeah, man. She was throwing to the wall and hoping that it stick, man. At that point,
She was desperate. But yeah, like I was saying, none of you understand. Like her main message while she was there was to appeal to the women, and then to get them to get all excited about killing other babies, killing babies. Can't make this shit up. You got anything else to
exactly,
add?
man. Just going back to what you said, man. When there's no heads, there's no protection. That's why us as men need to step up and start being more righteous, man. Because we can't have our women going out foolish.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, cut out.
Kids and foster system that you already know that got more bodies than any nigga in the street. Man, it's just crazy, man.
No cap. No, I mean, kids
Like
trying to boy, now. Come on, bro. N- n- I ain't trying to bear for with you, but let's just call a spade a spade.
you know what I'm saying? And bro, you know what that teaches women, man. Sit bro, it's a term for that. It teaches them something called sexual liberation. You could be able to do whatever the heck you want to do with your body. That's immoral, man. That is
But
fucking immoral. You sit there here promoting that you can sit there here and have as much unprotected sex as you want. Just go
I,
ahead and go to the clinic and get rid of that.
man, bro, I just seen someone. I don't know if it was a book I'm reading or if it's an article I seen today. Gotta be a book I'm reading right now. Gotta be a book. But it was talking about sex, and it was saying how like no, it was a post. He was saying 10 sexual discipline a man need to have, and the last one was limit your body count. And the reason being is because every body count you have, there is a spiritual and chemical connection to that person.
Exactly.
So
You
that's
know,
why. So come on, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Salaki, not I didn't mean to cut you out, but that goes into the talk that we was having in college with the little homies, man, about how like sex is something beautiful, but we made it into something so ugly, man. So
Hey,
when like people don't understand the act of what it really means to really have sex, when you literally making yourself vulnerable, you literally the woman is making herself vulnerable, and you as a man is passing off your seed to the woman, bro. Like it's something beautiful, man. But we made this shit into a game.
even beyond that, like you know the difference when you fucking for pleasure and you actually making love to that woman. Like you ever been in love with a woman and y'all getting it in? I don't know. I didn't talk about this on YouTube, but and it just a wonderful experience. Y'all end up finishing at the same time.
Yeah, but that equilibrium.
Yeah, and then y'all just kind of just messing each other's arm like that stuff. Like that. It'll mess a man up mentally. Imagine what it do to a woman. I know. I probably say, man, all right, let me get my ass up, take a shower now, then, But hey, man, that woman out of there. She be head over heels, man. So
Exactly. And and that's the reason why niggas don't understand. Like, bro, y'all think it's a game. Y'all think the woman being clean. Nah, you taking like when you
Yeah,
with a woman, it messes with them mentally. It takes them to
yeah.
that next level.
You tap
It takes them to that like what you was going into. It deepens that connection. I was talking to a young lady about that. It deepens that connection when you sit here and do something like that
yeah,
with a woman. It
yeah,
makes the connection on a whole nother level. That's the reason why they mind be so gone, they be so over you and stuff like that. Because man, they was just vulnerable with you,
yeah.
as
Like,
vulnerable as they can be.
and more definitely a version. Like, no one has seen a body like that, but their mom probably who used to watch their ass, but she ain't been in there. You don't really have seen her that vulnerable before. Like, only you have. So that's different. Like, that's a different level of trust that you gotta have for a person, and that's how you know our women, they become desensitized to it through society pushing it and everything that they do, like either food, cologne, uh, commercials. It's everywhere. Sex is everywhere. So they kind of like making it to just like a recreational thing, kind of like smoking a cigarette. When it's not, it's not. Like it's really more harmful to you than what they lead on than they lead on. And that's what going to talk earlier about the chemical and spiritual connection. Like you don't even know that like y'all are transferring uh like y'all are becoming one spirit, so therefore y'all are transferring either demons or whatever, like or like transferring energy, literally, like y'all transforming energy. So that's why you have sometimes wherever you be dealing with a woman, y'all start dealing with each other, and then 6 months later, 9 months later, you get a strong urge to call it because you want that again. But that be that connection that y'all have is slowly trying to disconnect, but that sex got y'all still tied.
Exactly.
That's why it's so heavy. That's why it's even more important for women not to have many partners because their whole soul desire is to have kids, naturally have kids and build a family. But how can you build a family if you don't even you got 4 or 5 different men that you um got connections with? You can't even be led properly. You know, so that's a big deal, and that's how I feel like they destroying the youth. Like they just making sex just as a recreational thing, plus homosexuality too. But that's a different topic. But yeah,
Um,
us, man, we gotta step up because it all starts with us. Like whatever expectation we set, that's what they're gonna follow. You know, we thought
exactly.
like we thought it was fun for us to have hoes until them hoes became our daughters or them
He
hoes
said,
became our wives. Come on, go ahead,
he
out.
said I got to get this powerful one. Get Hosea 14:4 in the
Cut out a little bit. Hosea 14. In what translation not? Salaki.
get in the NLT Baba Kashaf.
Okay. Shit, my screen. Yeah, man, that's a powerful lesson through the spirit. I ain't gonna care. I didn't expect it to be this good. 14:4.
I gotta say zoom in a little bit so that you know what I'm saying the audience can see it.
Con. Let's see. Control plus. There we go. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Con.
Oh, that's on verse 7. I would say go down a little bit more.
Yeah, con. I'm looking for 17, 7 and 17.
No, 14:4. I was at
Yeah.
14:4. 14,
14.
4 and 14. So like, yeah, I'm
Oh,
tripping.
you good? You good? It's like 4 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
Con. The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and 14. That is why your daughters turn to prostitution and your daughter-in-laws commit adultery. But why should I punish them for their prostitution and adultery? For your men are doing the same thing, sinning with whores and shrines prostitutes. Oh, foolish people, you refuse to understand, so you will be destroyed. God told me I didn't know.
See
God told me.
that's the reason why women could because but we like bro like I remember I asked somebody this man. Why when men say man what a hoes they point to they women
Fact.
They
That's
they they,
all.
they, point, they,
Only
they
black
point
men.
their women like what exactly? Man, what a hoes or what a bitches at, man? They over there, man. They right over there, man. And you be talking about your own people, man. So why the most y'all gonna punish them for doing that, and we doing the same thing, sitting with trying and trying and on temple prostitutes, man, because we doing it. They doing it because we doing it, and that goes into what the brother Kazan was saying. We as men got to step up and be better, man. Cause we out here doing it. They gonna do the same thing. They think it's okay because we doing it.
Fact. So, cause I'd be darned. I'd be darned. I ain't gonna care. That's why I'm glad the Most High God took me out of that light, which I was never that guy to just did like just like hold my women out because I always had a certain level of love and respect for our women. You know, mostly because my mom she made sure she instilled that in me, that's why I say like our women they didn't do a bad job, but I for sure I had my dad present for sure, so that played a big role too. But like my respect for all women until they showed me a reason to not respect me as much. But I won't disrespect. I just leave them where they at. You know, um, I be darn disrespect a daughter of Zion ever. Um, but yeah, so it's like I had never been that guy, but I had friends that was that guy, and like even though it's a social norm, it still made me feel uncomfortable even allow them to do that. That's why I'm glad the Most God brought me into the truth. Cause now you can't even do that around me at all. Cause now that I know God disagree with it, oh you're fried. Back then I just feel like it was social norm, so I'm just tripping. But now I know God disagree with it. I don't give a f what social norm is. Whatever God says is okay, it's okay. Whatever He says not okay, is not okay in my book. So you're not holding out no woman of Zion around me. Most definitely not. You know, and like I say, like it's all fun and games. Whenever you want to be a hoe, you're dealing with hoes. But whenever that hoe end up being your wife or your daughter, then it's a motherfucking problem. Now you crying.
Exactly.
Your daughter got 5 body counts. She only 14, and now she's had a miscarriage. Now you mad as hell. You want to kill her. Your wife, she got a work babe. She's sneaking out on lunch break eating good. You know. Yeah, man. Read between the lines. You know what she. I ain't got to go into the breakdown, but you brothers know. She come home kissing you on the cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, baby, my little what ain't it? Yeah, Salakia. But yeah, okay, yeah, but look what the Lord say. Hey, you want a horse? So that what you got, brother. You can't be mad.
Mhm.
You can't be mad. You can't be mad because you were doing someone else's brother wife like that earlier that year. So you can't be mad. Like
Facts.
Scripture say, hey, whatever you reap. It's like
Yes, sir.
you shall reap, man. So you can't even be mad. But come on, man, mighty precept. Come on. Got anything else up? I probably froze up.
We just got to do better as a people and just step it up. That's all I got.
Come for sure we do, man. Lord willing, let's edifying through the spirit. Um, man, the dance went better than what I thought it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna be quick, like 20 minutes. I was gonna go into birth control and the passes, but hey, got some good gems tonight. Um, you gotta step it up, man. That's from the men to women, also to the children, man. Come out to you, laws of God. Know that you're Israelite and repent, man, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. With that, I say, call out Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai. Say, Shalom.
Shalom.